Men, step into the Stoic forge, where timeless wisdom shapes your masculine spirit into a force of ironclad power. In relationships, true strength isn't built on shallow charm or fleeting bravado. It's forged through virtue, discipline, and deliberate action. Stoicism offers a proven framework to craft a presence that draws women who value your integrity and resolve, blending inner strength with practical skills like dressing with purpose, approaching with clarity, and connecting with substance. Today, we're unveiling 9 Stoic principles to shape a commanding presence that radiates authority and builds meaningful connections. These aren't quick fixes. They're a call to live with honor and impact. Stay sharp, reflect on your resolve, and let's forge a masculine power that earns respect and fosters trust. First, anchor your power in virtue. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Your mind will take the shape of what you frequently hold in thought." Your strength begins with a core rooted in wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, not in chasing external validation. A man anchored in virtue projects a presence unshaken by rejection or doubt. Your style reflects this. Dress with intention, fitted dark jeans, a crisp white or navy shirt, and polished leather shoes. Women are drawn to men who signal discipline through appearance. They dislike sloppy looks like baggy tees or messy hair, or overdone flash like loud logos or excessive accessories. Practically, affirm your virtue daily. My power is my integrity. Before an interaction, ensure your style is sharp, clean lines, minimal accessories, and carry that inner resolve. If she dismisses you, remind yourself, her reaction doesn't define my worth. This principle builds a foundation of power that attracts women to your authentic strength. Reflect. Is your power anchored in virtue or swayed by others' opinions? Second, act with disciplined clarity. Stoic wisdom teaches that true strength comes from mastering your actions. Power in relationships flows from clear, intentional action, not hesitation or neediness. Women respect men who approach with confidence. Strong posture, steady eye contact, and a contextual opener like, "I notice your focus. What brought you here?" At a social event. Avoid what women dislike. Pushy pickup lines, lingering if she's uninterested, or poor grooming like unkempt beards or overpowering cologne. Discipline means focusing on your execution, your tone, your presence, not her response. If she engages, build on it. If not, exit calmly. Enjoy your day. Practically, approach one woman this week, focusing solely on your delivery. Stand tall, speak clearly, act authentically. This principle projects a masculine clarity that earns respect, even in rejection. Ask yourself, are you acting with clarity or letting fear cloud your actions? Men, if you're finding value in these Stoic principles to forge your power, consider subscribing to the channel. Every week, we deliver actionable wisdom to help you craft an ironclad masculine presence, rooted in virtue and designed to transform your relationships. Don't miss out. Hit that subscribe button to join a community of men committed to living with purpose and impact. Third, forge resilience through challenges. Seneca taught, "No man is crushed by misfortune unless he has first been deceived by prosperity." Power grows when you face setbacks, rejection, tension, or awkward moments with resilience. Women are drawn to men who turn challenges into growth, not those who sulk or boast of mask insecurity. If a conversation falters, don't dwell, reflect. Was I present? Did I listen? Then refine. Try a better question like, what's a passion you're pursuing? Avoid pitfalls like oversharing struggles or dominating talks to seem impressive. If conflict arises, like a disagreement, use Seneca's justice. I hear your perspective. Let's find clarity. Practically, after any setback, journal one lesson and one action. I spoke too fast. I'll slow down next time. To deepen this, visualize a challenge, like her questioning your stance, and plan, I'll stay calm and respond thoughtfully. This principle turns challenges into strength, making you magnetic to women who value resilience. Reflect. Are you forging resilience through challenges or avoiding them? Fourth, connect with meaningful depth. Stoic philosophy emphasizes that true connection comes from purposeful action, not empty words. Power in relationships is built through engaging with substance, not surface-level performance. Women respect men who listen actively and connect with meaning, not those who rely on generic flattery like, "You're gorgeous." Ask open-ended questions. What's a dream you're working toward? Then paraphrase, "So you're driven to make an impact." That's powerful. If tension arises, like a differing view, use fairness. "I respect your angle. Let's explore it." Practically, prepare 2 questions for your next interaction. What's a moment that shaped you, or what keeps you centered? Practice active listening by summarizing her response once. This principle builds trust, making you magnetic to women who value depth. Ask, are your connections meaningful or stuck on the surface? 5th, lead with purposeful intent. Zeno taught that living virtuously aligns us with reason. In relationships, power shines when you guide with intent, whether choosing a date spot or steering a conversation toward meaning. Women are drawn to men who lead with purpose, not those who waver or seek approval. Dress to reflect this intent. A fitted navy blazer, crisp shirt, and dark chinos, sharp and understated. Avoid chaotic styles like ripped clothes or gaudy accessories. If she questions your choice, don't defend. Lead, "I chose this place for its vibe. Let's make it ours." Practically, plan 1 deliberate action this week. A thoughtful date or a question like, "What's a vision you're building?" If she's disengaged, use Zeno's temperance. "I'm here for connection. Let's be real or move on." This principle projects a masculine intent that commands respect. Reflect. Are you leading with intent or drifting without direction? Let's lock in these 5 principles to keep you grounded. Anchor in virtue. Stoic clarity builds unshakable power. Act with clarity. Discipline drives confident action. Forge resilience. Seneca's challenges sharpen power. Connect with depth. Virtue fosters trust. Lead with intent. Zeno's purpose sets the tone. These form your Stoic foundation for a commanding presence. Apply these in scenarios. If she ignores your approach, don't doubt. Use virtue. "My power is my integrity," and move on. If you hesitate to initiate, don't freeze. Use clarity. Dress sharp. Approach with, "I had to meet you. What's your story?" If a conversation stalls, don't ramble. Use depth. Ask, "What's a passion you're pursuing?" and listen actively. If a date lacks direction, don't drift. Use intent. "I planned this for us. Let's make it count." These actions embody Stoic power, drawing women to your strength. Marcus reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Let virtue guide your presence. Stoic wisdom says no one can harm you without your consent. Her response can't dim you. Seneca urges, difficulties strengthen the mind. Challenges refine your power. Zeno says lead with reason. Power follows. Embed these with ritual. Each morning affirm, "I forge power with virtue." Midday, check. Did you act with clarity? Evening journal. How did I build trust today? This cycle makes power instinctive. Add masculine behaviors to support these. Anchor in virtue. Clarity anchors presence. Act decisively. Clarity drives approaches. Grow through challenges. Resilience builds power. Connect deeply. Depth fosters trust. Lead purposefully. Intent sets direction. Modern traps like social media validation, generic openers, or careless style erode power. Stoic clarity says ignore curated feeds. Live virtue. Discipline says skip apps. Approach in person. Seneca says use setbacks to refine skills. Zeno says lead with intent. With the foundation of your Stoic power forged, anchored in virtue, acting with clarity, building resilience, connecting with depth, and leading with intent. Let's refine the final 4 principles to craft an ironclad masculine presence. These principles will guide you to align with those who share your values. Sustain your strength through consistency. Remain composed in chaos, and root every action in purpose. This is about building connections with women who respect your integrity, not chasing fleeting validation. Stay focused, reflect on your leadership, and let's complete this Stoic blueprint for a commanding presence that resonates with honor and impact. 6th, align with partners who share your values. Cleanthes taught that living in harmony with virtue creates true alignment with the universe. Your power is strongest when you connect with women who resonate with your principles, not those who thrive on drama or discord. Test alignment early. Say, "I'm driven by purpose." What keeps you centered? If she engages, deepen the connection. If she deflects, move on. Dress to signal this harmony. A tailored charcoal sweater, crisp shirt, and dark jeans. Polished yet practical. Avoid sloppy looks like wrinkled clothes or flashy accessories like loud jewelry. Women dislike men who adopt fake personas or seek validation with empty praise. If a values clash emerges, use clientes' calm resolve. We see things differently. Let's respect that and move forward. Practically, ask one value-driven question in your next interaction. What's a belief you live by? If she shares a passion, respond. That's powerful. How you bring to life. This principle ensures your power attracts women who amplify your strength. Reflect. Are you seeking partners who align with your values or settling for chaos? 7th, sustain power through unwavering consistency. Chrysippus taught that consistent practice of virtue shapes a life of reason. In relationships, your presence grows by showing up with the same integrity every time. Women respect dependable men, not those who are erratic or approval-seeking. Dress consistently. A rotation of fitted shirts, dark pants, and polished loafers signals discipline. Avoid swinging between careless and over-the-top styles. If a date feels flat, don't force it. Stay steady. Let's try something new. What's a place you enjoy? Practically, commit to one consistent habit this week. Approach one woman daily with a clear opener or journal nightly on your progress. If she tests your reliability, use Chrysippus' logic. I show up with purpose. Let's build from here. This principle solidifies your power, making you magnetic to women who value stability. Reflect. Are you consistent in your actions or wavering unpredictably? 8th, remain composed in chaos. Musonius Rufus taught that virtue shines brightest in adversity. In relationships, your power is defined by staying calm during tension or rejection. Women admire men who remain steady, not those who react impulsively or crumble under stress. If a conversation turns heated, don't escalate. Use Musonius' calm. I hear your point. Let's work through this. Dress to project composure. A fitted gray blazer, clean shirt, and dark chinos. Simple and grounded. Avoid rushed or aggressive energy in your approach. Practically, practice one moment of calm this week. If a date feels tense, pause, breathe, and respond with clarity. Visualize a high-pressure scenario, like her challenging your views, and plan, I'll stay composed and respond thoughtfully. This principle makes your power unshakable, drawing women to your grounded strength. Reflect. Are you composed in chaos or derailed by stress? 9th, root every action in purpose. Epictetus taught, first decide who you would be, then do what you must. Your power peaks when every action, your words, style, and approach stems from a clear purpose. Women respect men who act with intention, not those who drift or chase fleeting validation. Dress with purpose. A tailored navy jacket, crisp shirt, and polished shoes, sharp and intentional. Avoid aimless styles like mismatched outfits or excessive flair. If a conversation stalls, pivot with purpose. Let's talk about what matters, what's a goal you're chasing. Practically, align one action this week with your purpose. Choose a value-driven date activity or ask, what's a mission you're passionate about? If she's uninterested, use Epictetus' clarity. I'm here for meaningful connection. Let's be honest or move on. This principle ensures your power is rooted in purpose, making you magnetic to women who value intention. Reflect. Are your actions rooted in purpose or scattered without direction? Weave these 9 principles into a seamless Stoic strategy. Virtue shapes your style. Tailored jacket, crisp shirt, polished shoes. Clarity drives your approach. At a gathering, say, your energy caught my eye. What's your story? Seneca's resilience refines setbacks. Journal after failures. What can I improve? Depth sparks connection. Ask, what's a dream you're chasing? Zeno's intent guides leadership. Plan a date with purpose. Cleanthes' alignment seeks resonant partners. Share, I value purpose. What drives you? Chrysippus' consistency keeps you steady. Show up reliably. Musonius' composure anchors you in tension. Stay calm. Epictetus' purpose ties every action to your core. This flow, style, approach, resilience, depth, intent, alignment, consistency, composure, purpose, builds ironclad power. Picture a social event. You're dressed sharp, tailored jacket, clean shirt, dark jeans, anchored in virtue. Approach with clarity. Your vibe stood out. What brought you here? Connect with depth. What's a challenge you've overcome? Led with intent. I planned this for us. Let's make it count. If tension rises, stay composed. Let's find clarity. If she's uninterested, align with values. Move on. Stay consistent. Journal nightly. Root every action in purpose. This flow commands respect. Women dislike erratic or try-hard men. They admire those who dress with intent. Act with clarity and stay grounded. Apply these in scenarios. If she rejects your opener, don't doubt. Use virtue. My power is my integrity. And approach another. If a date lacks direction, don't drift. Use intent. I planned this for us. Let's make it count. If she values drama, don't chase. Use alignment. We don't share values. I'll seek better. If tension spikes, don't react. Use composure. Let's work through this. If actions feel aimless, don't wander. Use purpose. Align with your values. Add masculine behaviors. Align with values. Cleanthes' harmony chooses partners. Stay consistent. Chrysippus' logic sustains power. Remain composed. Musonius' calm anchors chaos. Act with purpose. Epictetus' clarity drives intention. Anchor in virtue. Clarity guides style. Modern traps like social media validation, impulsive texting, or mismatched partners erode power. Stoic clarity says ignore likes. Live virtue. Discipline says pause before texting in conflict. Seneca says use setbacks to grow. Zeno says lead with intent. Cleanthes says seek those who elevate you. Chrysippus says act reliably. Musonius says stay composed. Epictetus says ground every action in purpose. Marcus reminds us, the art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. Relationships are your forge. Wrestle with virtue. Seneca says, life is long if you know how to use it. Learn from challenges. Cleanthes says align with virtue. Strength endures. Chrysippus says practice makes a master. Musonius says virtue shines in adversity. Epictetus says decide who you are, then act. Deepen your ritual. Each morning affirm, I forge power with virtue. Midday. Check. Did you act with purpose? Evening journal. How did I stay consistent? This cycle embeds Stoic power. These 9 principles forge a masculine power that transforms relationships. Live them. Dress with intent. Lead with purpose. And watch your connections align with women who respect your ironclad strength. Comment below. Which Stoic principle will you use to forge your power? Hit like if you're ready to unleash your resolve. And subscribe for more wisdom to craft the unbreakable man. Stay stoic, men.